Hi everyone, this is Nate Miller and this is my Module 1 video. A little bit about myself. On the left side there you'll see a picture of my wife and I. That's us at the Eagles game last year. We're big Philadelphia sports fans. And then on the right side there is our puppy. She's 9 months old and her name is Harper. I graduated with my undergrad in early childhood education from Temple University. I teach fourth grade at Wickersham Elementary School in the school district of Lancaster. I help coach a Dream Chasers team, which is like a boys fitness program and like teaches life skills and like just powering through different things with boys at our school. I'm a huge Philadelphia sports fan, and then my favorite cartoon character is SpongeBob. So, what is STEM? So on this slide here, I put Vasquez's operational definition that they gave us in the book because I think where they highlighted the interdisciplinary approach and then the real world rigorous and relevant learning experiences for students, I think that's really important. I'm big on like the problem solving aspect with STEM, and I think in order to solve problems you need to use science, math, engineering, and technology. And I don't know that you always have to use every discipline, but using multiple within a lesson or activity is going to add more to your lesson or activity and more to the students' learning than if you just did one and separated the different disciplines. So one of the STEM activities that I've done with my class this year, we just finished this right before winter break, is I had the students make draft detectors. So we took a tour around the school and like just felt for different drafts. We have a really old building, so we had a ton of like the kids found drafts all throughout the school. And then we did a little bit of research with just determining what is a draft detector and just getting some ideas how to build it. And then we related it back to how if we can detect the drafts, we can figure out how to stop the draft and then cut back on energy use. So on the left side here, this is just one of my students. She's actually testing hers to see if it's working. This is the design process, and then this is one of the prototypes that worked pretty well. So then taking that draft detector and looking at our STEM practices, I highlighted in red here what the science and engineering develop and use models, design solutions, obtain, evaluate, and communicate information. I think this project or this STEM activity was mainly science and engineering based. We did reference technology and math a little bit, so I did highlight in yellow that we became aware of the web and technological systems on which society depends. So that was just, I took that as their research and using the iPads to research, and then the follow-up activity where they had to put the reflection and their diagram on Google Slides. And then for math, I said look for and express regularity and repeated reasoning, because the kids had to do multiple trials just to confirm that their draft detector actually works. But then going back to the science and engineering, the develop and use of models, because they had to design and test the draft detector. That's why I used the model, because they had to create it on their own. I didn't really give them anything other than some materials. And then solutions, designing solutions, they had to figure out why or how their prototype worked. And then the obtaining, evaluating, communicating information, they needed to figure out and decide what shows that their prototype worked, and then they needed to go to Google Slides, write up their reflection, tell somebody else how to build it, and then create their diagram as well. So the importance of STEM education, looking at pages 10 and 11, so scientific literacy, I think just being literate in all of these areas is important for our students in life, especially this day and age and with how a lot of our jobs are moving towards STEM-based in the future. But just understanding how you can have a knowledge of science within the concepts, principles, laws, and then connect those concepts across disciplines, and then practice advancing knowledge in real-world problems. As far as technology goes, using new technologies, understanding how technology is developed, and then analyzing the ways that new technologies are developed and how they're used. Engineering literacy, the ability to solve problems through the design process. So if given a problem or if not given a problem and you have to determine the problem, being able to create and solve the problem on your own. And then mathematical literacy, understanding the role that math plays in the world, and then the way to use that in everyday life. And some of my goals for this class this year, or this 5 weeks, I guess, are to learn how to apply STEM concepts cross-curricularly. So, like, yes, with science and math, putting STEM into both of those subjects, but also incorporating them into ELA and social studies, as well as learning new activities and inquiries in regards to STEM. So, like, I love doing the draft detector project with the kids this year, and the kids had an awesome time with it. But our science curriculum doesn't have too many like full STEM inquiry activities, in my opinion. And then just understanding how to assess our students through STEM.